Hey everyone, sorry it's been a while since I've filmed anything. It's currently Monday the 5th of June, which means obviously we are now into a new month. I did film something last Monday, so it's been a week since I last filmed, but I haven't actually managed to edit that vlog yet because I've had a bit of a busy week. But I'm here today, and what I want to do is I want to talk about my May favourites. I did my April favourites a couple of weeks ago and I actually really enjoyed doing that video, so I thought I'd do it again, why not? The things I am going to talk about in this video are music, books and video games. I haven't been seeing any films in the course of the last month, so I've got no films to talk about. On TV I've only really been watching Doctor Who, which I mentioned in the last video, so there's not really much point going over that again. Let's start with music. I've been listening to a couple of things over the last month. The first thing I'm going to mention is Emma Blackery's new EP, Magnetised, which I bought on the day it was released, and it is very, very good. It is, in my opinion, the best EP she's done so far. I love it. Every single song is really good. There are some that I prefer, but they're all really good, and I think her writing and her style of music has really matured since the days of the Distance EP and everything. Funnily enough, the Distance EP is still my other favourite. I really like the first one. So the Magnetised EP, very, very good. I would recommend it. The other two things I'm going to talk about when it comes to music are two albums that I bought over the past couple of weeks. So the first one is the original Halestorm album, so the first album they did, their self-titled album. I've been wanting to buy this album for such a long time, but for some reason it was always going for $9.99, even though it came out in, I think it was 2009? Yeah, it came out in 2009, but yeah, it was still £10, despite it being 8 years old. And for a while I didn't really want to pay that for an album that was that old, but in the end I decided I love this album so much that it's worth it. I actually have the album on my phone, I've listened to it many, many times, but I didn't have the physical version, so I finally went and bought it, and I adore this album. It has some of my favourite Halestorm songs on it. My favourite one of all time is on here as well. The other album I bought, which I finally got round to getting, was Who You Selling For by The Pretty Reckless. I've been waiting so long to be able to buy the Pretty Reckless' latest album. As you know, they are my favourite band. Although I feel a little bit bad that I haven't listened to it yet, but it's just I haven't really had a chance to sit down and just plug a CD in and enjoy it. But yes, Who You Selling For by The Pretty Reckless, I can't wait to listen to this. I've heard a couple of the tracks, and the tracks I've heard I really, really like, so yes. Really excited to finally get to listen to this. I don't know if I'm going to prefer it to Going to Hell, but it's still going to be a great album just because it's The Pretty Reckless and I bloody love them. Moving on to books. The book that I've read since the last favourites video I filmed was The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I've been wanting to read this for a very long time, but I didn't know what to make of it, so I never actually bought it from Waterstones. And then one of my best friends, Elizabeth, gave it me as a Christmas present last year. It was her Christmas present to me, was this book, because she knew it's something I've been wanting to read for a while, so she got it me to read. Got around to reading it, and oh my god, I love this book. This might be one of my favourite books of all time now. I really, really enjoyed it. The characters were all really likeable. The story is interesting. I think it's quite unique. I've not really read anything like it before, and yeah, just read The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. It was absolutely fantastic. Definitely one of my favourite books ever at the moment. The other books that I want to talk about are books that I've bought over the past couple of days. Like, I am filming this on the 5th of June. I did buy them on Saturday, so it would have been the 3rd, so I know it's not technically in May, but it's my video, I'll do what I want with it. But yeah, so the books that I bought to read next, there were 3. I do have a couple more things on my reading list, but I wanted something a bit newer, because I was on a bit of a fiction binge, so I wanted to get a couple more new ones. So I got 3, and they were all recommended to me by different people. So the first one is Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Now, this was recommended to me by Charlotte in Nottingham. I kept seeing, when we lived together, I kept seeing the hardback version on her shelf, and it always looked interesting. I remember reading the blurb and thinking, this sounds cool. Like, I might give this a try. That was well over a year ago, and now I've finally got around to buying it. I got the paperback version because I generally do prefer paperback. Partially because I really like smelling books. This is going to sound really weird. I love the smell of new books. I love the smell of pages in new books. So whenever I'm reading, one of the most comforting things for me is flicking through the pages like that and sniffing, and oh, it's such a nice smell. If they made an aftershave that smelled like new books, I would buy it. So, Uprooted by Naomi Novik. It's a fantasy story about a girl who is forced to go and live with a wizard dragon by the sounds of it and sort of work for him. I don't really know why, but I'm going to find out, and yeah, I really wanted to read this, so yeah, that's Uprooted. The next book I bought, which is the one I originally actually went into the shop to get because my friend Elizabeth just finished reading it and she thinks I'd really like it, so I thought, you know, I'll go in and get it, and it was the one I was looking for when I went into the shop, and it is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yes, she described it as Suicide Squad done well, but set in sort of like Victorian times or in a fantasy world. And honestly, that already appeals to me, so I went and got it. I'm really excited to read this. I love fantasy stories, it's my favourite genre. Fantasy and sci-fi are always my favourite genres, so yeah. Really, really excited to read this. It sounded really interesting. Reading the blurb again, it sounds really, really interesting. And I'm just, yeah, excited to read this one. I've heard good things. The final book I bought was actually recommended to me by someone in the Waterstone shop in Sheffield about a month ago. I was in there with Elizabeth just having a browse, and I was talking to Lizzie about the sort of books I was looking for because we're in the young adult section, and even though I don't mind the young adult section, I was just like, but I know what I'm looking for. I want a sci-fi or a fantasy novel because they're the sorts of ones that I generally like to read. And then the woman in the shop just turned around and said, I wasn't meaning to listen in, but if you're looking for a sci-fi book, might I recommend something? And I said, well, yes, that's absolutely fine. What would you recommend? And she said, I would recommend The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. She said she's not a massive fan of sci-fi, but she read this and thoroughly enjoyed it. She couldn't put it down. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try because it's my type of genre, and if a non-sci-fi fan can enjoy it, then what am I, a massive sci-fi nerd, going to think of it? So yeah, as you can see, my bookmark is actually in it because I have already started to read it. I'm not that far in because I only started it briefly yesterday. I'm about 50 pages in so far. So yes, that is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I've heard amazing things about it. Like I said, I've already started reading it. This is going to be my book for the week, see if I can finish it in the course of this week, but yes. Really happy I got this. Can't wait to get through it. That's it for books, and now I want to talk about video games. And I have bought 6 since the last video. Within the last week, really. Last week or so, because I got paid and then I thought, you know, I'm going to treat myself. So yeah, I got 6 video games over the course of the past week or so. All of them games that I wanted, all of them games that I was interested in when I saw them, and yeah, I'm really, really happy I got them. The first one I picked up and the first one I actually played when I got in was Injustice 2. This came out about a week before I bought it, so it's only been out for about 2 weeks by this point, and I love it. I really like fighting games, especially Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat I've always been a massive fan of, and this is by the same people who do Mortal Kombat. It's by the NetherRealm Studios who like I said, do Mortal Kombat. Like I said, I love Mortal Kombat, I love the first Injustice, so the moment I knew this was coming out, I knew I wanted to get it. And it was the first game I picked up when I went into playtime in Sheffield. I literally saw it and went, yeah, I'm getting this no matter what. So, really happy I got it, really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for the same reasons that I enjoy any NetherRealm game. It's just fun. It's a really fun game. There's a lot more focus on the plot on this than I expected it to be, but yes, really enjoying it. It's a really fun game, and I can't wait to keep playing it. The second game I bought and have played some of was Prey, which came out quite recently as well. Now, when I saw this in the shop, I'd heard mixed things about the game, but I wanted to try it, and the man in the shop likened it to Bioshock in space, so I was already sort of on board with that. Because even though I haven't actually played the whole Bioshock series yet, it's a series that I do really want to play. I started playing this. I don't know what to think of it so far. The concept is interesting. I'm interested to see what happens with it, but I don't know what I think to it so far. I've been playing it, and whilst I enjoyed when I was playing it, I was still really iffy on it when I turned it off. And I've been playing the other games that I've bought more than this at the moment, because I want to play those more, and I don't know what I think of this at the moment. I'm half tempted to take it back, because I don't know if I will play it, but I'm going to keep at it for now. I'm going to try again, and see what happens, and if I decide I don't want it, I'll take it back. But yeah, that's Prey. The other game I bought on that day was Dishonored 2, which came out, I think it was the end of last year sometime. I'd heard really good things about the first one. I'd heard mixed things about the second one, but it seemed up my alley. It was sort of fantasy setting. It was sort of like, again, Gothic Victorian setting, but it was fancy. There was magic powers and all this sort of stuff, and sword fighting, so I was already well on board with that. And yeah, this is the game I've probably played the most right now. I'm really enjoying this game. It's really good. I've mainly played as Emily, but I started a profile as Corvo, and yeah, really fun game. Really enjoying it. Excited to see where it goes. I think I'm about halfway through with Emily. I like the way it controls as well, I like the mechanics, but yes, really liking this. Then on to the games I bought last Monday, which I put in the vlog that I haven't yet edited. I went to Meadowhall with George and Chris. We went in-game. I didn't have any intention of buying anything, I was just going to have a look. Originally I actually wanted to get Persona 5, as you would have seen in the vlog, but I didn't end up getting it. One, because I didn't have it, and two, I decided I didn't really want it in the end anyway. However, when I was looking through the PS4 section, just looking at what I might want, I couldn't find anything that I wanted until I found this. This is Doom, the 2016 relaunch version of Doom, and I'm in love with this game right now. I've not played any of the originals, but Phil has, so Phil really wanted this, and I thought, you know what, I want to try it, he'd really like it, so I'm going to get it for both of us, and we're going to enjoy it together, and honestly, I'm so glad. It is such a good game, it's really fun to play. These three games are all quite plot-heavy, I would say. They're very plot-driven games. This is such a nice, refreshing, just go in there, shoot up some demons from hell, have fun with it, and I'm having so much fun with it. I'm loving Doom. It's so easy to pick up and play, and you lose hours just because it's so entertaining and you just keep going and going and going. So yes, that's Doom. The last two I haven't actually played yet. I'm hoping to start the one I currently have in my hand later today, but we need to fill up some space on the PS4 because it's running out of memory space. Shadow of Mordor. I know I'm late to the party with this game. I never really had the opportunity or the reason to get it. However, when I went into gaming Meadowhall, they were doing a 3 for 2 on a big section of PS4 games, and I found 3 that I wanted. Doom was one, Shadow of Mordor was another, and then the last one was Fallout 4, which I finally have. I've wanted it for a while, I finally got it. If you haven't noticed, by the way, I really like Bethesda. Like 4 of the 6 games I've bought over the past couple of weeks have been Bethesda. I really like Bethesda. Anyway, I'm excited to play this. I know it's Lord of the Rings, which I quite like. I never turn down a bit of Lord of the Rings. I've seen people play it, it looks really fun. Sword fighting fantasy, right up my street. Really excited to play this. As for Fallout 4, I've never actually really played much of the Fallout series before, but I always see it compared to the Elder Scrolls and the fact that they play very similar, but they're set in very different scenarios. So Elder Scrolls is much more fantasy, sword fighting, magic, my sort of thing. This is very much more sci-fi, post-apocalyptic. Again, something I quite like. So, really excited to play this. Probably going to start it either later today or at some point this week, but yes. So that's my main favourites done. So that's my main favourites done. Thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've got any other suggestions about things I might enjoy based on what you've seen here or in my previous favourites video, do let me know in the description because I'm always looking for new things to find and enjoy. So, female-fronted rock bands I tend to really like. If you've got any suggestions to them, put them in the description. Fantasy and sci-fi books or video games, any that you think I might enjoy, put them in the description. I will have a look at them, and if I really like them, I will probably get them within the next month. So yes, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and have a lovely day. Please subscribe for more content, there is some more coming. Obviously, I've got a job at the moment, so it's kind of difficult trying to fit everything in, but yes, if you like this video, give it a like. Like I said, comment with any suggestions you have for things you might like, subscribe to the channel because there's more of this sort of stuff coming, and overall, just have a really nice day. Thank you for watching.